chapter 127. A Song of Ascents of Solomon. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. It is in vain for you that you rise early and sit up late, you that eat the bread of toil. So he gives unto his beloved in sleep. Lo, children are a heritage of the Lord. The fruit of the womb is a reward. As arrows are in the hand of the mighty man, so are the children of one's youth. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. They shall not be put to shame when they speak with the enemies in the gate. All right, let's go back up to verse 1. Once again, we have this Song of Ascents. This song, it's a song, a pleasant, a reminder that goes up, a reminder that goes out, and it carries with it our expectations. Solomon, this one comes from Solomon. Solomon means peace. Solomon was the third king of Israel. He was the son of David, who took over the throne. We will pick it up here in verse 1. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman wakes but in vain. And that's the way it is. Unless the Lord's built it up, unless the Lord's established it, they labor in vain. It's for nothing that they do their work. We'll find out it's just like all the houses of idolatry. It's for no good. All these things that are made by men, all their understandings, it comes to naught because the Lord did not establish it. It's not what the Lord created. We'll find out the things that God creates, that the Hashem, that presence of the Lord creates, these things are forever, and they can be witnessed by the law. And except the Lord keep the city, and the city is a place that has a protector, this watchman. He would wake but in vain, and there would be no reason for him to get up, because we find out the Lord has to be keeping the city. The Lord has to be watching over it, and even that city of protection, too. It is in vain for you that you rise early and sit up late, you that eat the bread of toil. So he gives unto his beloved in sleep. It's just a vain. It's vain. That means it's wasted. It's a waste of your time. For getting up early and sitting up late, working all day. These that eat the bread of toil. That's those that labor, laboring for substance and applying all your understanding to the labor of substance. Even that it's this fleshful understanding, that labor of the substance for the flesh. Instead of the labor of the substance for you, yourself, the soul, that would be the substance, would be the law for that, nourishing the soul. Because these things he gives to his beloved, those that keep the ordinances, those keep the statutes in their sleep while they lay on the bed. We'll find out the Lord gives them rest from this trouble because he provides. 3. Lo, children are a heritage of the Lord. The fruit of the womb is a reward. These children here, these sons of men, are a possession of the Lord. They belong to the Lord anyway. They are a reward that comes forth from men. We'll find, if you teach your children the law, we're going to find forth they'll come forth righteous, they'll come forth just. And this is the intent here, because it's up to us to hand them that and let them. They will stand up for that which is right. For as arrows in the hand of the mighty man, so are the children of one's youth. And that's what they are. They're like arrows, just like arrows. These things can be shot forth from a mighty man or a warrior in his hand. These are truths that can be in the work of a mighty man. In other words, he places the truth in his children, and he sets them forth for the morrow. Is the when we'll find out they will raise these truths up, and so are the children of one's youth. As long as he's correct in his youth, as long as he's within his understanding, we'll find out the children are going to let us know basically where you were in your youth. By their actions, they are be a reflection of that period when they were born. 5, happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. They shall not be put to shame when they speak with their enemies in the gate. Happy is the man with his quiver full of them. Those that have received many children, that's the ones that come forth from. Happy is the man that has this quiver. He's loaded with them. He's loaded with his children. He's ready to, he's shooting them forth into society in a means, so to speak, as arrows of truth. And they are going to go forth with the understanding of the law, of Hashem's statutes and his ordinances. And they shall not be put to shame when they speak with their enemies in the gate. And that's their enemies. That's those that come against God, that come against Hashem, those that come against the ordinances and statutes of the Lord. And the gate is the place of judgment, the places where they gather to receive the statutes, these laws of God, or the judgments. It's the judging place or the place of decision. We can look at it like that too. It's really a simple thing. The Lord and the just man, his children are like the arrows of the truth for tomorrow. But we'll find out there's always that coming and going, because give our children in the right direction, and we hope they will stay in it. And if they don't, we hope that they would return to it. And such is Hashem. That is the way it is. We're going to move forward to Psalms 128. Turn and return.